morning, top of the evening, top of the afternoon, top of the day to you, wherever you are in the world. If it's nighttime, top of the night. All right? You see the beautiful lady on the screen there, Miss, I hope it's Miss Danielle Archer. You know, what a lady. Wow. Anyway, I had to catch myself there. Anyway, I want to share a couple of things with you. You see, the Prime Minister is being called out on several levels, and rightfully so. We see the president, I think, of the Patriots, the young arm of PMP had this to say. And I want you guys to listen carefully. Winnie Maid, how you doing? Richard, Curiosity Kid, Jeanette, big up yourself. Everybody coming in, thank you guys for being here. Please remember to like and share the video. Just double tap the screen like this if you're watching me on Bolo VNR 2.0. Anyway, listen to this, ladies and gentlemen.
Release from the People's National Party Media Unit.
The PNP Patriots expressed deep concern over the recent anti-democratic and dictatorship rhetoric coming from the Prime Minister and senior members of the Jamaica Labour Party, JLP, which threatens the foundations of Jamaica's democracy. We recognize this ongoing sentiment as the current administration is embroiled in numerous corruption scandals. Whenever they are confronted about these issues, they resort to making undemocratic statements to intimidate concerned Jamaicans. The Prime Minister's declaration that his government does not need any opposition party is a dangerous and dictatorial statement that seeks to undermine this essential role of checks and balance in a democratic society. Such rhetoric is not only an affront to the principles of democracy, but also fits a disturbing pattern of attempts to silence criticism and evade accountability. Equally alarming are the comments made by JLP Deputy Leader Desmond McKenzie, who boldly proclaimed that the JLP will never surrender Jamaica to the People's National Party, as if Jamaica is a possession to be controlled rather than a nation to be governed with respect for all its citizens. This arrogant and divisive language suggests a sense of ownership over the country that is incompatible with democratic governance. We view these statements not as political posturing, but as a direct threat to Jamaica's democracy. History has shown us around the world that when leaders dismiss opposition, suppress dissent, and speak of governing without accountability, it is a precursor to the erosion of freedoms. The PNP Patriots call on all well-thinking Jamaicans to reject this authoritarian rhetoric and recognize the danger of entrusting an already power-hungry administration with a third term. Democracy strives on debate, transparency, and the people's right to hold their leaders accountable. Any suggestion to the contrary must be met with fierce resistance. We urge civil society, the media, and all defenders of democracy to sound the alarm on these alarming statements before they translate into further actions that weakens Jamaica's democratic institution. The PNP Patriots stands firm in defense of Jamaica's democracy and will continue to resist any attempts to silence the people's voice. We call on the JLP leadership to retract these statements and reaffirm their commitment to democratic principles. Anything less is unacceptable. Jamaica belongs to the people.
The following is a release from the People's National Party Media Unit.
Where the PMP Patriot President, the youth arm, have to say, Mr. Reverend Paul Blake, he is an actual reverend, you know. He's a man of God, yes? Now we are going to move, and listen, I agree with every single word he said. Every single word. You can go on the PMP Jamaica page, yeah, and you can find it. Zane, yeah man, on Instagram. Now, when I go to Twitter, This one is called Holness Cabinet Escalates Assault on Democracy. PNP warns autocratic pattern now unmistakable. Mr. Dr. Dayton Campbell. Let's listen to this. As me say, we need to rewind the tape and listen to the Virgin. Sir Reverend Paul Blake. I agree with everything what him say. I'm sorry about my voice. Yesterday I argued with some labor right Virgin of mine where refuse to look upon the actual facts them I try to. And I was very irate. I never knew. But that will never happen again. Anyway, my voice gone a little bit, so I'm not going to do much talking. So listen to carefully what Dr. Dayton Campbell has to say about the Prime Minister Andrew Holness of Jamaica right now and his government and what they're doing. Let's go.
Release from the People's National Party Media Unit.
Good day. I am Dr. Dayton Campbell, General Secretary of the People's National Party. I am issuing a grave warning. Prime Minister Holness and his JLP cabinet are accelerating Jamaica's drift towards autocracy. Their recent actions reveal a deliberate, unmistakable pattern. The mask has fully slipped. The JLP leadership's conduct shows dangerous contempt for democracy. When their deputy leader vows to never surrender Jamaica, framing the PNP not as legitimate competitors, but as an existential enemy that signals an intent for permanent rule, not democratic governance. And when the Prime Minister himself declares the JLP doesn't need the opposition for accountability, that dismisses Parliament's constitutional role. It rejects checks and balances. It's the language of a leader who believes is beyond scrutiny, a hallmark of authoritarianism. This is a clear and present danger. Not as legitimate competitors, but as an existential enemy that signals an intent for permanent rule, not democratic governance. And when the Prime Minister himself declares the JLP doesn't need the opposition for accountability, that dismisses Parliament's constitutional role. It rejects checks and balances. It's the language of a leader who believes is beyond scrutiny, a hallmark of authoritarianism. This is a clear and present danger. The Holness Cabinet's actions are a systematic assault on the pillars of our free society. Therefore, the PNP will relentlessly challenge the autocratic trajectory using every constitutional means at our disposal. I urge civil society, the media, and every Jamaican who values fairness and accountability. Recognize this threat, stand firm. Jamaica's democracy must be defended. Thank you.
Visit our website at pnp.com.
Not too mixing word them, you know. You understand? That one they deserve one playback still, me not lie. Before me go to the ether. Yes, before me go to the ether. Yes, let's play that back.
The following is a release from the People's National Party Media Unit.
Good day. I am Dr. Dayton Campbell, General Secretary of the People's National Party. I am issuing a grave warning. Prime Minister Holness and his JLP cabinet are accelerating Jamaica's drift towards autocracy. Their recent actions reveal a deliberate, unmistakable pattern. The mask has fully slipped. The JLP leadership's conduct shows dangerous contempt for democracy.
A while ago, the man said the mask has fully slipped. What does that mean, ladies and gentlemen? Well, let me tell you what I interpret that to be. In my mind, they have the mindset of the dictators. They are trying to operate as legal dictators in this country. I believe that they are trying to change the laws to actually suit a dictator. And that's why the ceremonial president that they're advocating for has the powers that the ceremonial president has. Andrew Holness wants to have more power than the actual Governor General in Jamaica, in my opinion. Based off their actions, based off what they're saying. Who can talk to the Governor General? Who is of more higher power than the Governor General in Jamaica? Wanna tell me? Who? That is the sole representative of the king. He is the king in Jamaica. You understand? And remember, Andrew Holness is a part of the Privy Council. The king again. Pay attention. We have been warning you. Talking My TB has been warning you. Mary, what's up? Saturday said my voice sexy, so you don't need to change. You like that voice, yeah. So I don't know what I'm going to do. I'm going to ask my Rasta friend to give me some honey and lime, because you know Rasta them always have a medication. You understand? And the medicine. The good old herbs. You understand? Rap Bamba, big up. Yeah, the GG is a puppet, but Andrew Holness no mind being a puppet for the king. Remember, say him take up himself, you know, and go be a Privy Council member, you know. Him never did have to do it. Richard Reed, big up. Remember when the say Mark Golding have a step on two side of the fence? And I argued, if you live in a glass house, don't throw a stone. Your allegiance is supposed to be to we the Jamaican people and Jonas. But you run, gonna become Privy Council member. Have you guys read the pledge? Have you read the pledge to the king? Have you read it? You need to read it to understand the gravity of which I speak. The man cannot tell a lie to the king according to his pledge. Look how much lie he tell we are Jamaica. Then he not have more allegiance to the king. Him can't tell a lie, you know. A treason, you know. You know king and them something to work. You know say your life that, right? And the people them and them something if you don't mind sharp. You remember good. Anyway, let's continue.
When they're framing the PNP not as legitimate competitors, but as an existential enemy that signals an intent for permanent rule, not democratic governance. And when the Prime Minister himself declares the JLP doesn't need the opposition for accountability, that dismisses Parliament's constitutional role. It
Has been telling you guys the quiet part out loud. Oh, if you're in a one democratic country, and you know what I notice? Enough people are really bright, you know. So me have got break down what is a democracy. And it's not disrespectful. I just learned this. I believe that everybody depend on a certain level. And I am wrong for that. So me have got to explain everything. Because there are some people out there who don't know what democracy means. So we are going to look it up. I'm going to read it from Google. Zane? Yeah, man, I'm going to look it up. I'm not going to tell you what me understand. I'm going to just look it up. What is democracy? Because you first have to know the meaning of something if you know when the person will go against it, right? That's how it go. Alright, democracy is a system of government where power is vested in the people and exercised by them directly through elected representatives. Elected representatives. He is an elected representative. So the power is vested in we the people. And what we the people want for us, them are we employee. We are the employer of Andrew Holness and them are we employee. All of them within the parliament, the opposition and everybody, they work for us. The power in democracy is within the people. In a dictatorship, the power is in the leader. Whatever he or she wants to do, they do it. They don't ask the people them no question. Them just do it. So that simplify democracy for you now, right? So you have a better understanding. So when you see the JLP, I do what them do and I say what them I say like, oh, we don't need the opposition. Wait a minute. In what democracy is there no opposition? The man say him only need him people them support him to hold him accountable. Him not need the opposition. Dictatorship. The man is telling you no. So no want to blurt not eye. Because I straight back a slavery they want to carry. Think a joke? Carlin, big up yourself. After me know me I say Lorraine Wagwan, Emric Lambert. Me no boo-boo. Me no fool. Them like fool, but me no fool. So let's listen this again. Let's listen to
balances. It's the language of a leader who believes is beyond scrutiny, a hallmark of authoritarianism. This is a clear and present danger. The Holness Cabinet's actions are a systematic assault on the pillars of our free society. Therefore, the PNP will relentlessly challenge the autocratic trajectory using every constitutional means at our disposal. I urge civil society, the media, and every Jamaican who values fairness and accountability. Recognize this threat, stand firm. Jamaica's democracy must be defended. Thank
you. With you, Mr. Totally agree with you, Mr. Mr. Dr. Dayton Campbell. And we are stand firm, you know, that fire comrades. You know, remember good. Anyway, we are going to save the best for last, you know, because you see, that lady, Miss Archer, you know, one day I want to meet her. I want to tell her and express to her just how I really feel about her. Her stance, her strong stance, her fierce stance. Even when she know, so she gonna come under attack from the dirty people when I have no sense. She still speak the truth. She's a woman of honor. And I respect this lady to the ground when she walk on. And everything me about to play is the raw, born, unadulterated truth about Andrew Holness and this government. She saw it before it happened. Listen to this. You're not going to understand exactly what I'm talking about. Just listen to this.
I also want to make that connection between the roles and actions of ministers and politicians and public servants in the whole regime of public budgeting. With that skill set that comes with the Auditor General, that's not something that you pick up from anyone else who sits on the commission. So as an ex officio commissioner, she brings to the team that unique skill set that is very important when you are connecting the dots and understanding how the public sector auditing system operates.
She does it.
So, that is something word playing again. You know, hear how she described the role of the Auditor General and what she does and how important her skill set is. Finding another Auditor General is like, oh, you go find one next Messi if you play football. Oh, you go find one next Michael Jordan. These people are one of one. Oh, you go find them. You can't find the next Messi. You can't find the next Michael Jordan. No matter, I'll be an imitation. You cannot find one of those people in their skill set. That is the Auditor General. It takes years of experience. And she has done an excellent job. So why has this government removed the Auditor General? You have to ask yourself a question. I mean, no say bright people in our class only know the answer. But we're going to play that again for show you how important the Auditor General actually is and what she actually does. Listen again.
I see.
The Auditor General has a unique skill set that chartered account.
Role of the Auditor General on the IC. And Danielle Archer has her head down, laughing and shaking her head like this. Mighty God. Listen.
The Auditor General has a unique skill set that chartered accountants don't have. The mission of the Integrity Commission is more focused on looking at the public funds financing, how they're being used, And you also want to make that connection between the roles and actions of ministers and politicians and public servants in the whole regime of public budgeting. With that skill set that comes with the Auditor General, that's not something that you pick up from anyone else who sits on the commission. So as an ex officio commissioner, she brings to the team that unique skill set that is very important when you are connecting the dots and understanding how the public sector auditing system operates.
She does it. She oversees the PAAC.
She is the government's,
right.
Or she is the people. When they say government, it make it look like she belongs to any particular party. She is the people's auditor. So anything that has to do with government funding, she is the person who oversees and ensures that it is done in the interest of the public.
I want to go to
about the role of the Auditor General. So this lady or this individual is put there to make sure that our funds that is connected, Mary, stop me laugh. Our funds that is connected, that they collect from us through taxes. She makes sure she looks at the paperwork and decipher whether or not there's any skullduggery happening, any misuse of our funds. She's the one that is there to maintain the integrity of the politicians. So, with a person that has a role like that, going to the Integrity Commission, they have a certain skill set, which the Auditor General has the final skill set. That's why they need the Auditor General as a part of the Integrity Commission with that skill set. You understand, the people in the Integrity Commission can go so far in their investigation. When it comes down to putting the pieces together, like, why do you have 28 bank accounts? Why did you take money from this to that, to that, to that? Where does the money lead back? She has the expertise to follow the money. Why did Andrew Holness and him government remove her from the Integrity Commission? I think you all know the answer to that. I just wanted to ask the question. You understand? The evidence of wickedness and corruption in this government is quite clear based off of the actions of them. It's very, very clear. Don't need a rocket science to see it. It's very, very clear. You're witnessing a dictatorship in front of your eyes. You understand? And I believe they will go to any lengths. Any lengths. I don't put nothing past them at this point. Any lengths. That is my belief. But guess what? I can't live in a dictatorship country, you know. Because I was not one of them slaves there in my past life, you know. No, me, I one of them will jump over a boat. Me not depend that. So that's why me there start talk. Because we're not going to make them bully we and we're not going to make them put no fear in our way. We have to talk and show the people them what time it is. We're going to move on still. Listen to the rest of this.
first about the comments that have been signed by you or to which your signature is affixed. You said, making the claim that she cannot perform her core functions is a lazy and disingenuous justification for her removal. This reckless decision undermines institutional integrity and signals a dangerous disregard for democratic principles. Tell us a little bit about what the proffering argument has been as to why she needs to be removed.
Around here if you touch my leg. Matter of fact, don't move that hand no more. Don't Mike, you mean to tell me Diddy was touching on your leg while you were sitting right here on this couch? Trying to, but I seen him before. Diddy, get the hell out of the studio.
The claim that she cannot perform her core functions is a lazy and disingenuous justification for her removal. This reckless decision undermines institutional integrity and signals a dangerous disregard for democratic principles. Tell us a little bit about what the proffering argument has been as to why she needs to be removed and why you are so strident in your response.
Remember when you were little, you used to play the dots? Connect the dots? Mm-hmm. You used to sit on the backs of cereal boxes or...
He doesn't. He never had cereal in his day.
He never didn't? All right. You remember the little book them? The way you had connect the dots? So I tell you, wait, we're not here no more. You look on the book them where you see little dot them? Yeah. Right. You follow the dots. You are not in a silo. We don't exist in a little box. You must look at what people say and how they say it when they say it and connect the dots. We've had a stream of commentary coming from parliamentarians about the Integrity Commission. You can't forget how they lambasted the Auditor General and the comments that they've made about the Auditor General in her capacity as Auditor General. When you examine what was said about her, when you examine what was said about the Integrity Commission, you appreciate, or you ought to appreciate, that their mission is to get rid of the Auditor General. They don't
All together.
We need help, Jesus. Jamaica need help. Shift the parliament.
Wanna hear what the lady say? Wanna hear what the lady say? Be a soft for them. You have to learn to connect the dots. I've been trying to tell you guys about those dots connecting. Everyone want me to say not over him dead body. Mark Golding, I gonna be the Prime Minister of Jamaica. You hear what I'm saying? Not over him dead body. What I tell you? My man they say, oh, we will not surrender Jamaica to the PMP. Prime Minister say he will not give up Jamaica to PMPism. What else you don't want to hear? How much gun they find in the man constituency what they are? And who find the gun? At the United States, you know? I know them, you know? At the United States get my page and say, yo, some illegal gonna come down and it's gonna disavow you. Angle that. You hear me say a while ago? And that go on. You don't notice them not put out no name? They not put out no name. But who are the person we're supposed to receive, our persons we're supposed to receive that elaborate piece of whatever that machine was with them have the gun them in? Yes. Yes, nobody name not come out. And nobody name will come out. We can guarantee you that blouse and skirt because what? We are not living in a society where the government is. What's the word we're looking for? Transparent. They are not open. They are not honest. They are the opposite of those things. You understand? So let's continue. Listen what she say again. Think serious, man. Think.
You examine what was said about the Integrity Commission, you appreciate, or you ought to appreciate, that their mission is to get rid of the Auditor General. They don't
All together.
to either get rid of the Auditor General from the IC's one step to weaken and neuter the Integrity Commission. This
Because we're not going to go and like say everybody bright, you know. I know a certain word. When neuter mean, we're going to look it up. We're going to look it up. We're going to look it up. Neuter. The word neuter. What that mean? Neuter. The word is spelled Neuter. The meaning of the word is... Oh, let me show the people on the live, because, you know, it's for good educational. It's an educational moment for those who do. I have kids watching me too, you know. Neuter means of or denoting a gender of nouns in some languages, typically contrasting with masculine or feminine, lacking developed sexual organs or having had them removed. That part. So when they take away the Auditor General, they neuter the Integrity Commission. You took away their function of producing good reports. You understand? Their reports won't go anywhere without the Auditor General at the Integrity Commission. So she is so important of a piece in the investigations going where they're supposed to go. Remove. They know what they were doing. They know what they are doing. These people are not innocent and moving the way they move. You have a connected dots. Them is corrupt. How deeply corrupt they are, that's why we need the investigation. But we can deduce based off the actual movements of them that they are corrupt. It's very, very easy to see. Only a blind person don't want to see it. They just a lot their eye. You see me? Let's continue. It's soon done with Miss Archer and then we go to the other clip that we want to show now.
This is what you're talking about when you say you're taking from the EIC the very essence of them being able to understand public and government accounts. And when you do that, Simone, you're neutering the only established body that we have that protects the people from the effects and impacts of public servants who go rogue when it comes to our finances.
Accountability is at the
Accountability is at the core.
Bishop, you're nodding your head.
Bishop, your group says, and I quote, there is an important moral argument to be made for the contribution of the Auditor General in the work of the Integrity Commission. What is that argument?
Right.
Yeah, that's not call right now. Me have a pan someone, a good man. Yo, my general. Yo.
Bolo.
You hear some G?
Yeah, I see you like Bolo. You say Bolo. You say daddy. You say the people in that country.
Yeah.
Them blind or what, daddy?
Brother, some of them blind, brother. Some of them just blind.
You know, me I say daddy. You say ridiculous. This is a government going, daddy.
The world can't see that, my general. Everybody from the outside looking in can't see that. It's a dangerous time we're in right now.
One people private sector, daddy. One people bigger as them, brother.
Them not sell out.
Them can't go to the answer. Them going to fuck, brother.
Them sell out, my G. Them sell out. ABI News, big up. Them sell out.
You say, brother. Every PMP in a Polar go and fucking the whole place. Must have
Eh?
Every PMP in a power. I go and motherfucker.
Yeah.
The whole country must be general.
Of course. Of course. They would have burned on the place all type of thing.
Oh my God, brother. I want to wake up, brother.
But we don't want to take that route. That democratic way we are going, general. That's it.
General, me I say, daddy. That the people can't come on the master general.
Yeah, man.
We now go burn.
Yeah, I don't know this China. Standing. You know, say, me said this the other day. When would I love to see in Jamaica? You see all the highway from Kingston to Ochi to Mobile, are those people are march. People
oh my
are full
God,
up the road, no car can't pass, they just a walk with them placard and I let them voices be heard of.
The
lack of confidence. Yes, in the government and where them are going.
Oh my God, brother.
That's how more want to see. You get him? Yeah. Alright. That's how more want to see me, general.
We don't want to just burn them on the wall. Nobody knows the life, brother.
But you are going. But you are going. We can't, them not here upon the other life because at Bolo and Archerdr with the pan. So I have to end this. I want to have 3 more videos to do. You see me? I'm going on my second segment here. So big up yourself here, my G. Up top.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, man. Respect. So people, respect to my general from Spanish Town. You understand? People when I really need to sell them when the evidence is there, man, and 50 pieces them together when I need to say it out loud. We present the information and I show you a reasoning. So I open and digest the thing and take the thing serious because it is of my belief that there's a secret hand behind Andrew Holness that does not want Jamaica to become a sovereign state where we are free of the monarch, we are free of England. You understand what I say? I don't believe them want to give up this land and all the wealth that is here. Some of them when they send no there, them claim to send no oil no there, them claim to send no gold no there, but yet still you have company where I spend all this type of money figure get it. You understand? And I put all type of things together. If you not pay attention and listen to when name class prefect or head boy say some things for Andre Stevens' show. I'm gonna do my research, I'm gonna do a video. People, we don't need glasses for see what really take place right there. So Yo, remember say up in other country already, you know, man. And you have parts of Africa where the resources them nothing and the people them a live like dog. Dirt them a eat literally. You understand? Gold and island diamond. You ever watch a movie named Blood Diamond? Where you think I go on? Them have the people them down there dig with their raw and for diamond. You hear me I tell you, and them not pay them not even $1 US a blur not there. You remember good. So if you don't feel like say that can't happen in a Jamaica and they make a sad mistake with them a sellout leader, yeah. Yo, listen me, man, me not even want to get too deep in it. Me move on, yeah, man.